Well, I am so excited to sit down this evening with Jasmin Watson, a fellow wellness practitioner and plant medicine fan, and she is another business owner. So we have a lot of things to relate on. Thank you for coming out tonight, Jasmin.
Thank you for having me.
You're
so happy to be here.
I'm so happy you're here too. So we'll start just by giving a little introduction of yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your business, and then I know we're going to talk more about plant medicine. So if you want to tell me a little bit about how you got into plant medicine, I'd love to hear about.
Oh, that's okay. Well, everybody, y'all heard her. She called me Jasmine. A lot of y'all might know me as Jasmine the Wizard. My brand is Wizard Waves LLC, where we pretty much specialize in everything health and wellness from the inside to the outside. So my main thing I do right now is I like to call it cosmic counseling. So I do dedicate lock services to the DFW area based in Bishop Arts, and I also offer copper crystal jewelry, which we spoke about before we started rolling. I got out of my creative block, y'all, so I have some pop-up shops and some more merchandise coming soon. And that is also under Wizards LLC. And the other wellness part that I aspect to what I do, periodically now, because I haven't had much time. I've been busy doing hair, but I offer a sea moss infused wellness juice to my community. So right now we are just really all about freedom, self-expression, health and wellness, and I have been really just lately been evolving more into just Jasmine the Wizard showing up and speaking to the people, or just maybe adding some vibes to the creative spaces here. Like they've been getting books for me. Like it's been pretty cool.
I love to hear that.
Thank you.
And like every small business owner, we all have like a million things going on.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me, how did you get into plant medicine and what made you curious to explore it?
Oh my goodness, guys! I'm gonna tell the truth, okay? So, when I was younger, what were the first plant medicine? Let me say that first plant medicine, of course, cannabis, weed. When I was younger, me and my friends tried it when we were like 15, and we had so much fun. I didn't really understand what was happening to my mind except for the fact that I was hot. But as I grew up, I just got to realize just honestly the joy it brought me. Um, how much fun I was having with myself and my thoughts, and I was able to think clearer and deeper. And sometimes I would come to like a conclusion of a thought or be able to really integrate something while I was smoking, or taking edibles, which tea forms. I've dabbed a few times. We talked about that, but that's a little potent for me. I gotta pump my brakes. And so my friends got me into that, just being curious, knowing about that. But the very altering plant medicine that really opened up my spirituality would be mushrooms.
Okay.
And what got me into that was my little brother. He expressed to me his experience on it, but it was really for my own personal gain. When I tried it, oh my god, I didn't even know that my brain could think that deep. I was like, I thought deep, and I thought I was able to like articulate and integrate all of my thoughts. But until I entered the realm of the medicine, the plant medicine, it helped me really understand myself and just be more open with expressing myself. So now I have like almost 0% fear when it comes to caring what people think about me and just showing up as my authentic self. That was around like
I love that.
19,
Okay.
33.
Okay.
So some years into the
experience with I love it. Before you started your journey with plant medicine, were there specific things you were struggling with or that were challenging?
For sure. One goes into the self expression, almost like being terrified or just nervous to fully show up as myself. Masking, as they would say, a lot of neurodivergent people understand that term. One with society, what society wanted me to be. And that was one of the things I was struggling with, self-acceptance and self-expression. So being able to explore my mind, explore myself, and I was like, damn, it helped me get over that.
Yes.
And something else too was, so we have things in life that we struggle with, but we may not understand why. We might, like for example, I could say I don't like loud noises, and it wasn't until I took plant medicine to take me back to the time and make me understand the trauma that caused that. So it helped me connect dots from childhood wounding to the things that I struggled with as an adult. So to wrap it up in words, it would be awareness of my traumas and awareness of how amazing of a person that I was, and that how much of myself I was.
I love that.
Thank you.
everyone is a beautiful soul. You definitely are.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. But I know, society conditioning can change that, and plants can really help peel back those layers, right?
Yes.
Help the healing journey.
I got chills. Yeah, one time, when I don't remember the age, but I just remember a time when I was on a plant medicine journey, trying to escape reality, like wanting to go and just be like, you know what, let me take some mushrooms and not think about none of this stuff. But the funny thing about it, I took plant medicine, so of course, it didn't make me think of it in a negative way, but it brought very beautiful realization. So what I was trying to run from, it really put me really deep into. I was able to come to a beautiful understanding. Just a quick brief example, when I was deep into my experience at the peak of it, it was like I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, I felt like I was back in the room that I grew up in when I was 12. And I could hear everything. I could hear my dad walking down the hallway. I could feel everything. It sounded like I was in Philadelphia. It just, everything changed. And in that moment, I was able to integrate certain things that I was trying to run away from. That happened in that room around that time, around those senses, like everything. So it really has opened up my mind and really helped me heal and really helped me be able to heal, understand, and then give back and teach other people. Whether they want to take the medicine or not, like I'll take the medicine and I'll come back and teach you what I learned. And maybe it will wrong everything.
Yeah.
So
no, I've had a number of people say the only way to heal something or go through it is to go through it.
Yeah.
And in the context of mushrooms, I'm always telling people it's just going to expand what's inside of you.
Exactly.
It can't.
That's a nice way to say it.
Yes, it can't remove it on its own.
No, and a lot of times when we think it's gone, it shows up in attachment styles. Sometimes it even shows up as dis-ease within our body, whether it's anxiety, migraine, just anything. A lot of it is suppressed trauma.
Yes.
Unacknowledged trauma. Being unaware of what brought you where you are. So yeah, the only way out is literally through.
Yes. But plants can make it a more enjoyable journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you mentioned you help other people heal with plant medicine. Can you expand on that and talk about how you hold space?
Absolutely. I don't do ceremonial like on the shamanic level or anything, but there have been times where one of my friends, close loved ones, we took journeys together, and it was both people holding space for each other. So, yeah, I might have helped my friend integrate something, or tell her it's okay, or tell him it's okay. Like it was times me and my family members, I won't name any, but some of my relatives, we had took something and just kind of understand why, we deal with certain stuff in our in our adulthood from our childhood, and able to reassure each other like, no, that happened. You're not alone. I did see that happen to you, or that is messed up that happened to you. So just being able to validate people in some of the things they hold shame for. Yeah. Some of the things that you don't expect to come up. Because sometimes there have been times I've taken plant medicine with the intention to simply have fun and not go down this whole therapy session with myself. So times where I thought I would do that, this stuff comes up. And that's another way I would hold space. Just being there for people, being there for myself, and not holding shame, and being true in what comes up when it does. Because even when you're on that journey, you can still fight it. Yeah. You can still try to fight what's coming up, and like, even though it'd be really hard to, but to really be able to sit with your truth is very beautiful. So I lead by example by doing so, and just sharing space with people who are open to do that with it.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And I think we forget sometimes about just the joy, like being able to express joy and use medicines to experience more joy,
Oh my God, yes. There's been times where I've had so much fun that my stomach and my jaws hurt from laughing. Because I was just either smiling, laughing about something, understanding something, and just thinking about the beautiful things in life. So lots of hours of smiling, and even the time where I might have had something dark or heavy, it was, again, like you said, just the plant medicine helped to be more of a beautiful realization versus just reliving something traumatic. Yeah. So lots of joy, guys.
I love that. So as someone who works with plant medicine, how have these medicines impacted your daily life, relationships, creativity, and overall wellness?
Man, she's saying that. I'm like, damn, is that how I got into entrepreneurship? Maybe. Because I did have, like, it opened up my ideas. That's what plant medicine has done. So let's say, for example, I like to speak in metaphors when I feel like somebody may not understand where I'm coming from. So let's say our mind has a ceiling, right? And we have only been able to see ourselves a certain way, see the future for ourselves a certain way, and think we're capable of things a certain way to a certain limit. Let me say that, and that limit being the ceiling in our mind. So plant medicine kind of helped me realize that ceiling was an illusion. There is no ceiling. There is no limit. It's limited on what I'm placing on myself. So I realized the bigger my thoughts were, the bigger my blessings and manifestations were. So I didn't become self-employed until that thought came like, hey, if you don't like what you're doing here, you don't have to wake up every day and say you hate it. You can actually find out what you love to do, what you thrive off of, and turn it into something. Yeah. But a lot of people hear that and say, I mean, no, you can't. So yeah, you can't if you say you can. So I started to tell myself, how can I do this? And then, of course, you take the plant medicine and your imagination just goes so much more vivid. So I'm really sitting in my mushroom chips, like seeing myself work as a full-time loctician, or seeing myself work at a crystal store, or seeing myself take off. So it might sound delusional until I'm in it and I'm like, hey, guys, I'm really doing it. And they're like, you know what? I'm about to listen to that girl. She might know what she's talking about. So yeah, the plant medicine opened up my just the way I saw myself and made me realize there was no limitation. So that could be such a vague way of putting it because there can be so many different things. It helped me open up on creativity. It helped me open up on business ventures, business ideas, even things that I thought I would never do. If I see myself doing it, I'm like, I know there's a way I can get there. I might not be right there right now, but I'll meet people. I wanted to get into daily yoga, and I'm doing an interview or weekly yoga, and now I'm doing an interview at a yoga studio, and that was a thought 2 weeks ago. I was like, you know what? I'm getting out of my flow of me. I'm starting to become more of a worker. I want to go back to being flowing in Jasmine's world. Yeah, which I'm Jasmine, the wizard who does lots. I'm not just a loctician, you know. So when I felt my energy going all these different ways, I said, let me get back into my flow. My first intention was yoga. I did a yoga session last Monday, this Monday, and you hit me up right before my session. Yeah, so the alignment. Yeah. And we're never too far off. But we gotta remember that. So the plant medicine has helped me remember if I keep control of my own mind, then nobody can interfere. I can go wherever I really truly want to go in life. Yeah. I'm to see myself do it. Absolutely. And plant medicine can help open up that vision, right? Exactly. It can. It has. Yeah. It does. I love that. Thank you. Have you noticed any common misconceptions that people have about plant medicine or working with plants? Oh yeah, especially my friend or not my friends, my peers, my background where I'm from. It's becoming more popular now, but I know for sure in the black community, they like, what the hell, mushrooms? Like, nah, we're gonna stick to my weed because they think you're gonna go crazy. But I'm like, it's not like that. That's the only misconception. They may think that it's a whole nother world, which in a sense it is, but it's nothing like what they think. So some people think it's a it's like gonna take you out of a reality and you're gonna be stuck in this chaotic world. Or something that you can't control or something that you won't enjoy. So that's the misconception that I hear a lot, especially from my peers. That have not tried it. Like, oh no, I don't want to. But those are also people who might not understand and are looking at it. They might look at it as the D word. We call it plant medicine. They call it absolutely no. Yeah, we don't use the D word either. It's medicine. Yeah, so if you take it as medicine, then you can understand that. But if here, I guess, have a misconception of the hippie life, and I don't know what people think that is. I'm living it now, and I love it. So I don't know what it looks like to other people, but I just know that people think mushrooms take you places that it really doesn't. It's gonna take you to yourself. So be prepared to see yourself. So if you see something scary, guess what? It's a part of you. Embrace it. That's how I like to think of it, or that's how it is to me. No, that is so true, and I think maybe some of those people who think it's going to take them to a scary or crazy place, maybe they're afraid of seeing themselves and connecting with that authentic self. Exactly. See me, that I got chills. That's confirmation. That's exactly what it is because I'm thinking about when I take it. I'm not I'm not nervous or scared of anything because I understand. I'm gonna see myself. There's been times where I've had experiences that were very very intense, but it didn't scare me. Sometimes they made me happy because I understood. Like one of my most life changing experiences, if you got time. Yeah, I know. one of my most life changing experiences on plant medicine was it was maybe 1 year after I lost my first child. So I lost my first child.
Sorry to hear that. Thank you.
That's what helped me get into crystals and business and Wizard Wave. That's what Wizard Wave started to be. It was supposed to be originally. It started as a community and a reminder to mothers who have lost that you can gain again. Whether it's the child, whether it's confidence, whether it's happiness. So that's why I started my brand. So a year after I lost my child, I took plant medicine, and it's probably what helped me understand all of this shit we're talking about right now. But life is beautiful. I was outside sitting with my ex, and I took like 7 grams, so I had a really intense experience. Therefore, my visuals are really intense. Mm-hmm. And I remember going into like a meditative state, and once I went into a meditative state, it was as if I was showing a movie screen that was playing stuff I was trying to ignore, and I was trying to get over my baby. But at this time, maybe 3 days before this moment, I had a baby sister who was just born, and I remember while I was on the mushroom experience, the screen that was playing things I was trying to ignore started to play my baby sister. The picture they sent me of her when she was born. And I was like, wow. A part of me can't really be sad I lost my baby because I got a baby sister now. So as I'm looking at her, I'm hearing like beautiful, like music going along with these visuals in my mind. I'm like deep into like a whole nother realm at this point, all into myself. And I remember I was looking at her, and I was like, wow. I said, God, did you send me my sister to help me heal while I'm grieving my child? And when I said that, this screen cut off, and everything started to vibrate. I could see everything vibrate, everything including me. And as I was looking at myself, it was black energy, expensive black energy coming off of me. And it spelled pain and it diminished. And I was like, wow. So I took that as a sign, like, yeah, my sister came here. I know I don't have my child, but I still have some sense of me in you form. You know, they came here to share love, to share life. Yeah. And 3 years after that moment, I gave birth to my baby girl who was born on the same day as that baby I was breathing. Aww. So full circle, and all of that was realized on mushrooms, and I was like, "Damn, this is great." So it helped me realize you can lose, you can grieve, you can go to the depths of darkness and be sad, be pitiful, miserable, all the low vibrational things you can think of when you think of grief. But there's a polar opposite that also can coexist. You don't even know it. So when I was grieving my child and I got blessed with my sister, that was a part of it, but I still had no idea I would give birth to a healthy baby that was born on the same day. So everything was the same, and I was just like, wow, that's really what I was like. Yeah, I like doing this because I don't think had I not done that, I don't know how I would have been able to conceptualize life will still be okay. Yeah, that was that to me. That to me now. Yeah. My best friend at the time had a baby too. 2 weeks after I was supposed to have the first one, so I was like, why me? Until I realized like because I get to sit here and tell y'all stuff like this. That's why. Sometimes we get chosen for things we don't know. And plant medicine has also helped me realize that, like over and over again. I think of these things with dark times. It's like a spiritual initiation to a higher calling. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that. Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely. So I just have a couple more questions. I'm only looking down so my notes on my phone.
I just thought I could trust me. I
understand. Okay. If someone is shifting gears a little bit, if someone is plant curious and doesn't know where to start, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, so it depends. If you want to smoke, I would say if you want to start off with the smokes, I would say start off with a joint because the joint, yeah, I'm not going to say do an edible. Take a few puffs of a joint. We're going to start there.
Someone said the exact same thing this morning.
Yeah. And it's so funny. It said come and toke it. Literally. And then if you want to if you want to try like a psychedelic experience or like more intense plant medicine, I would say microdose mushrooms first. Just so you can see the potential of how deep your mind is. Let me say that. So they can be prepared.
Yeah.
That was on my 29th birthday. Oh my God.
I'm going to have to have you come back and talk about ayahuasca.
I would love to. But yeah, that was intense. I want to try that again.
I know that's not yet. I know. I have some close friends who are practitioners, but I have not felt called to sit with it just yet. I know some
Right, and it will align with you. That's how it comes.
Yeah.
You literally will know like, okay, this.
Yeah. Um, so last thing I wanted to ask you is what's one lesson that plant medicine has taught you that has nothing to do with plants? So I know you talked about a number of things so far.
Right.
Or what's your biggest life lesson from working with plant medicine? Because so many of the lessons you've already shared.
Right, I got chills thinking about what I'm about to say. Okay, so I guess to wrap that up, I would say what I have been taught. So, life would be to don't give up on your goals, because you would be surprised how close you are to the finish line of what you. Ooh, we be so close, and if we just follow through, and just be like that might sound cliche or unbelievable to some people, but you would be so close to your goals and you actually think that you are. Because if I would have known that me wanting the business, creating the business, and I'm gonna work a job one more year and never work again, I didn't know it was that close, but I followed through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to be self-employed. I had no clue it was gonna happen that quick. But had I given up, had I had a negative mindset and not thought to see it through, I wouldn't be here right now. So yeah, we be close to our goals and we understand. Don't give up.
She's speaking my soul. Well, I am so grateful for the time with you, Jasmin. I'm so glad you came up to hang out with me. We're big supporters of plant medicine here, and I think that's what the community needs at large. Is just more healing and more plant medicine.
More healing and more healing and more plant medicine. Drop the stigma.
Yeah.
Go figure it out.
Yes. So happy to connect with you and touch on all these topics. And I hope you have a nice day.
Yes, I will. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good day.